Hi, I'm James from J. Robinson Art. Welcome inside my studio, where we'll be painting together from now on, or at least until circumstances permit us to be able to paint together. What I've done is I've put together a series of easy to follow, step-by-step paint and peel art projects so that you and I can still paint together and have some fun. Okay, before we get started, let's make sure we have everything laid out. So this way, all of our supplies are right where we need them and we can just work. First, we have our canvas, which has the decals or the cutouts, or what I like to call the peels, already affixed to the canvas. There are 3 daisy flowers. Then we have our paints. They're in little cups. We have green, yellow, orange, which to some people looks red, and white, just in case we need to clean up some of those white flower lines. We have our nice little brush, which is flat, and it also makes a nice point when you turn it sideways. We'll mostly be painting on the flat side. Then we have a plastic bag with an apron and a spatula, which has a dual purpose. But for today, we're just going to use it to help peel off our peels. So now what we have is just our paints, our brush, and our canvas. You just simply take and flip the lid open for green, flip the lid open for some yellow, and this gets us ready to get started. Now, just to show you in air what we're doing, we're going to take a little bit of green, touch it with some yellow, and we're just going to be making a stroke very similar to this all the way down the canvas. We're going to start at this corner, work our way across, work our way down, painting over the little flowers. So this way, everything is blocked in, and we want the color to be kind of marbly. So we're not going to stroke the paint like this. We're going to kind of be dabbing like that. And here, let's start with first introducing a little yellow. I'm just going to tap, take a little yellow on my green on my brush. I'm sorry, let's start with a little green. Okay, let's start with a little green. We're going to tap into the green. So we have a little green on our brush, and we're just going to start in this corner, just making a little stroke like this. Then we'll tap into a little yellow and just introduce some of that right onto the green. See? Don't worry about the brush strokes. A little green, a little yellow, and we're going to just keep repeating that process until we get this whole background blocked in. We'll probably have some color to spare, but I just wanted to make sure that you had enough. See, it doesn't matter if you go over, we're just blending right in. The green touches the yellow, turns into a light green. The yellow touches the green, still turns into a light green. We're going to stay primarily kind of mixy dark up here. So we're just going to keep tapping and just keep tapping. Let me adjust the canvas. A little yellow, a little green, a little yellow, a little green. That's the song. A little yellow, a little green. We're just alternating back and forth. Back and forth. See how we leave in all of those brush strokes? Because that's going to help us to make that field look fuzzy. Because our focus is going to be on those flowers. As you come to a flower, make sure you paint completely around it. Doesn't matter because it's coming up, but we want around it to be painted. So when we get to the flowers, we make sure we put color all around it. Here's a little green, a little bit more yellow. I'm afraid that's the song for today. A little green, a little yellow, Just keep that in mind as you're painting. Don't make it solid. Don't make it all yellow or all green. You're not going to be happy with it in the end. And you know how sometimes with my painting projects, I always tell you, it starts out looking a little weird, but it's definitely going to end up being something you're going to be proud of. See how we have that whole top part already covered? And we're just going to keep very patiently, very carefully, painting a little green, a little yellow. Ooh, I love how those spots are. They're going to make the painting really have a nice background. And remember, try to keep it a little bit more on the dark side up here. As we get lower, we'll lighten it up. There. Oh, that's looking really good. Looking really good. Really good. See? Quick, easy. Just make sure you cover every single thing. Don't worry about it. We're going to use the spatula later to reveal the flowers and we'll paint them. But for right now, we're just going to make sure we put what? A little green, a little yellow, and just keep alternating that color. See how it's coming along? Very nice. You guys are doing great. You guys are doing fantastic. Just take your time. Don't worry. Can't make a mistake here. Just keep alternating that color. Now, we have all of this up here. We're coming closer to the bottom. Here, I want a lot more yellow. Even though it's still going to be a lightish green, I'm still going to put green, but I'm going to make sure I add more yellow. So I'm going to put green and yellow. Like that. Oh, that's looking good. That's looking good. See? Green and then yellow. There you go. Like that. Green and then yellow. Yeah. That's the ticket. That's what we're going for, that full-bodied coverage. Making sure that every area, even where the peel is, just for the sake of making sure we cover everything, we're just going to make sure the entire canvas is completely covered. Got a lot of green right there, so I just need to really focus in with the yellow at this point. Oh yeah, that's good. Nice. Good job. We're almost there. Move my finger out of the way. Going around and touch up little areas that I see white showing through. Just want to make sure that it's totally covered. That looks good to me. Does that look good to you? I think it looks great. Let's step back and take a quick look at that. That looks good. Okay, I've introduced a cup that has a little water in it and the paper towel that came with the kit because now we need them. Basically what you want to do is just take the brush, stick it in a cup, wipe it on a paper towel just to take off some of the color. Because now we have our 3 flowers that are slightly hidden, but they're there. They're good enough to see what we're about to do now. Which is we're going to take some of this green, just green, and we're going to make some stems. So find a spot and say, there's a stem. See how that stands up? Because we did that yellow more towards the bottom. Here's another stem. I like mine to be a little crooked. See? And we're going to do one more stem, and I'm going to go in the opposite direction of that one. There. Now we have our 3 stems that's holding up our flower. We're going to go back into the green, just green, and we're just going to pull like this. Dish, 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 dish. And we're going to make some grass blades. Watch, just 1, 2, see the strokes? See, this is where you hold a brush straight down and you just go like this. And it'll make it automatically. We could go across the bottom of the stem. See, not going too far away. Just going to stay here, make it nice and crowded. Not going to go too high. You're just going to keep it kind of low. But I like to go in one direction, the other direction. One direction, the other direction. See, one direction, the other direction. One direction, the other direction. One direction. And I'm just going to keep making that stroke all the way across. See? And what that's going to do, is going to give us the indication for our painting of grass blades. Makes it look nice and full down there. Ooh, that looks good. That was a good one. See? Dark. Just let it blend right in. It's fine. A few could be dark. A few could be light. This helps with the variation. See? And I like to take the bottoms right here closer to the bottom and just kind of fill that in, right? Like with some fake motion like that. I have the stems up top now at the bottom. I just don't want any gaps. So I like to feather it right here at the bottom like that. And that fills it up. I could even take some more green and very carefully go over my stems again. Maybe this stem sits a little that way. This one comes a little that way. And this one goes like that. And that's it. That's our base. We have our beautiful background. We have our grass blades. We have our stems, grass blades, and flowers. We're going to clean off the brush, wipe it on a paper towel. We're going to close up the yellow, close up the green, and we're going to open that orange or reddish orange or orange that looks red. Then we're going to take our spatula, because it has a nice little pointed edge, putting one finger on the center of the flower. We're just going to stick it into a petal and peel up flower number 1. See that? We're going to do that again. Right in the center of the flower, go right underneath the petal, just pull up, rest our finger on another flower, and there. Flower number 2. Flower number 3. There. Now we have our 3 daisy flowers. Ready for almost the final step. Now this is really easy. But this is going to bring our painting together. We don't need a lot of color here. Just going to tap a little bit. Just a little bit of orange. I'm going to go right into the center here and make a spot. Make a spot. And make a spot. Because that's going to be our center. Now you get to choose just how big you want your center to be. Just making a little bit of a circle. A half a circle. And then you complete it. Then you can just take your time and go like that. There's center number 1. Just a little bit more color. Go into the center. Make it kind of a half circle. Another half circle. And there is center number 2. Go with a little bit of orange again. Go right over this one. Make a little bit of a circle. Another circle, and bam. Just that quick, just that easy. We have our wonderful, beautiful daisies. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a beautiful painting. And I'm almost positive you have the same thing. So congratulations. I applaud you for your paint and peel. There. Wow, that was fantastic. I want to thank you all so very much for allowing me to come and paint with you. I had fun, and I hope you did too. I look forward to seeing you next time. So again, let's have some more fun, push around a few colors, and be creative. See you later.